Good morning, everyone. Myself, Dr. Vishwa Rajlal, Faculty of Biotechnology, Jamshedpur Women's College, Jamshedpur. Today we will discuss about regulations of gene transcriptions, part 1. In this, we will discuss about introductions, operand model, in operon model, introductions, structures, the lac structural genes, regulatory components of the lac systems, in this lac repressors operators, negative regulations of the lac operon, consecutive expressions of the lac operon, and positive regulation of the lac operon. In this part 1 only will we discuss about introductions, operand models, introduction structures, the lac structural genes, regulatory components of the lac systems, lac repressor and operator. In part 2 we will discuss in next uh, we will discuss about negative regulations of lac operon and positive regulation of lac operon by the help of structures. So we are going to start. Prokaryotic transcriptional regulation is accomplished by a series of control sequence specific DNA protein interactions at DNA target sites located near the beginning of transcriptions of a gene. Two types of DNA protein interactions are required for regulated transcriptions. One, required DNA protein interactions determines when transcription begins. It involves the DNA segments called the promoter and the protein RNA polymerase. When RNA polymerase binds to the promoter DNA, transcriptions can initiate a few base away from the promoter site. Hence, every gene must have a promoter or it cannot be transcribed. The other type of required DNA protein interactions regulates whether or not promoter driven transcriptions occur. DNA segments near the promoter serve as protein binding sites for regulatory protein called activators and repressors. The binding of an activator protein to its target DNA site is a necessary prerequisite for transcriptions to begin. Such instances are sometimes referred to as positive regulation because it is presence of the bound protein that is required for transcriptions, whereas binding of a repressor protein to its target site stops the transcriptions to occur, referred as negative regulation. Thus, gene regulation may be positive or negative. Negative regulations mediated by repressor that block or turn off transcriptions, and positive regulation mediated by activator that is required for the activations of a transcription unit. The expression of some genes occur consecutively, meaning that they are expressed at a reasonable constant rate and not subject to regulations. These are referred to as housekeeping genes. Housekeeping genes need to be expressed in essentially all type of nucleated cells because they encode a key product that is required to fulfill a general function in all cells. Next we come to operand model. The basic concept for how gene regulation occurs at the level of transcriptions in bacteria was provided by the classical model called operand model, formulated by Jacob and Model in 1961. An operon is a unit of bacterial cell expression and regulations, including structural genes and control elements in DNA recognized by regulatory gene products. All the genes in an operon are expressed as a single unit. This type of arrangement is common in prokaryotic genomes. The single promoter required to initiate transcriptions of the cluster is the point where expressions of all of the gene is regulated. A tropical example is the lactose operon, means lac operon, the first operon to be discovered, which contains three genes involved in conversion of the disaccharide sugar lactose into its monosaccharides units glucose and galactose. The lac operon occupies 6,000 base pair of DNA. At the left, the lac-I gene has its own promoter and terminator. The end of the lac-I Region is adjacent to the promoter P, and the operator O occupies the first 26 base pair of the transcriptions unit. The long LAC-Z gene is followed by the LAC-Y and LAC-A genes and a terminator. The entire systems, including structural genes and the elements that control their expressions, forms a common unit of regulation. This is called an operon. The activity of the operon is controlled by regulatory genes, whose protein products interact with the cis-acting control elements. So this is regulatory genes, I, promoter P, operator O, and this is from Z, Y and A. Z is beta galactosidase, Y is permease, and A is transacetylase. From this list, structural genes code for the enzymes involved in lactose metabolism. And from here to here, this is a operon. The lac operon in E. coli is an example of indivisible operon. An indivisible operon is one whose expression increases in response to an inducer. An inducer is a small molecule that triggers gene transcriptions by binding to a regulatory protein. In lac operon, lactose and its analogues that leads to expression of lac genes are termed inducers, and the relief of repressions for operon is called inductions. Next we come to the lac structural genes. Lactose is a beta galactoside that E. coli can use for energy and as a carbon source. The function is mediated by three structural genes. A structural gene is simply any gene that codes for a protein or RNA product. The roles of the three structural genes are LAC-Z, LAC-Y, LAC-A. LAC-Z codes for the enzymes beta galactosidase. Beta galactosidase to cleave the lactose molecule to yield glucose and galactose. This enzyme also converts lactose to allolactose. LAC-Y codes for the beta galactosidase permease, which transport lactose into the cell. LAC-A codes for beta galactosidase transacetylase. The transacetylase is not essential for lactose metabolism but appears to play a role in the detoxification of compounds by transferring an acetyl group from acetyl-CoA to beta galactosides. All three genes are transcribed into a single multigenic messenger's RNA molecules. Regulation of the production of this mRNA coordinates the regulation of the synthesis of all three enzymes. Next, we come to regulatory components of the LAC systems. In first, LAC repressors. LAC repressor is a product of a regulator genes. A regulator gene simply describes a gene that codes for a protein or an RNA involved in regulating the expression of other genes. The regulatory genes, I gene, encodes the LAC repressor protein, so named because it can block the expression of the Z, Y and A genes. The I gene happens to map fairly near the Z, Y and A genes, but this proximity does not seem to be important to its function. 4 identical subunits with molecular weight of 38,000 assembles into a LAC repressors molecule. At any one time, only 2 subunits of the repressor appears to bind to the operator, and binding occurs in the major group double helical DNA. There are normally 20 to 40 repressor tetramer molecules in the cell. The LAC repressor is a molecule with 2 recognition sites, a DNA binding sites that can recognize the specific operator DNA sequence for the LAC operon, and an allosteric site that binds to the lactose allosteric effector, and similar molecules, the DNA binding site of the lac repressor is able to bind with high affinity to only one DNA sequence in the entire E. coli genome, the lac operator. The specificity of high affinity DNA binding ensures that the repressor will bind only to the site of the DNA near the genes that it is controlling and not to random sites distributed throughout the chromosome. By binding to the operator, the repressor prevents transcription by RNA polymerase that has bound to its lac promoter site. Next, operator. The operator O is the cis-acting site on the DNA to which the lac repressor binds. It is located between the promoter and the Z gene near the point at which transcription of the multigenic mRNA begins. The interactions between the lac operator site on the DNA and the lac repressor is crucial to proper regulation of the lac operon. So this is about regulation of the gene transcription operon models. In next class we will do about negative regulation of the lac operon, consecutive expression of the lac operon, and positive regulation of the lac operon. Thank you.